Hello, my name is Emma Wilson and the amazing story you are about to hear is 100% true. About 2 years ago, my father flipped his car with me. He didn't do this because he was drunk at the wheel, nor because he wasn't paying attention. On the contrary, he was always a great driver and I loved to travel with him. But because from 1 hour to another his muscles did not respond to his brain commands and his early stage of Parkinson's disease, which until then had never been diagnosed, drove him to almost kill us. He thought that some mechanical problem had caused the accident. After we were rescued and with almost no injuries, already at the hospital I saw him shaking. I thought he was still in shock from the accident, but it was the initial symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Soon the doctors called me to talk about my father's health condition, and it was on that day, September 15, 2020, that my life changed completely, because my father was always very independent and even with his 59 years old he liked to do everything his way. One of his passions was our trips and Dr. James Miller forbade him to drive at least until he saw us again. 15 days after the accident we returned to the hospital for the case review. Then Dr. James Miller came in and told us that my father had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and that because of the motor difficulties that the disease brings, the accident was caused. At that moment I saw his face drop because we had the same thought. My father won't be able to drive anymore. What about our trips? What about our trips? What about his life? Would it end at that moment? From that moment on, I dedicated all my time to learn and understand about Parkinson's disease and entered a journey into the multi-billion-dollar world of corporate medicine. A journey that opened my eyes to the sick, predatory, and ultimately deadly practices of the pharmaceutical conglomerates. This led me to discover a completely natural and 100% effective way to reverse even the most severe cases of Parkinson's disease, tremors and stiffness of the muscles. These are related to the brain's commands. No matter whether the suffering was at the beginning or in more advanced stages, it is a method based on innovative research conducted by a team of scientists at one of Pittsburgh's leading universities. It has been proven to be fully effective. That is the key point. An approach that delays the effects of the disease and addresses the symptoms that occur so that they have little or no effect on the patient. The progression of this disease can be slowed by decades. There are 8 main factors that contribute to the treatment of this disease. I won't go into all 8 factors here, but let me talk briefly about 3 of the main ones. Inflammation. Inflammation is a killer all over the world, is the top one in a long list in nasty and deadly diseases. Environmental toxins. They are horrible to begin with. The toxins that enter the body double the risk of degenerative brain diseases. And low mood and stress. Unfortunately, this disease is known to lead to genuinely depressive episodes. Parkinson's disease is characterized by reduced dopamine, and this reduced hormone is the cause of all mental health problems. From now on I will show you the simple and quick steps that brought my father back to life and that will also make you live. But you need to be ready to see how simple it is for you, your father and loved ones to beat Parkinson's disease. It is vital that from now on you pay close attention. I decided to do everything in my power to help my father. I wanted to understand about Parkinson's disease and how the doctors were trying to cure it. I scoured academic journals, medical publications, and library archives to give my father his life again. But to find out quickly is that there didn't seem to be a clear answer. To be honest, the more I researched, the more confused I became. There were so many theories, but none of them offered a cure. Virtually all Parkinson's disease medications are basically dopamine activators. Instead of a loss of physical disability and a degenerated brain, you can choose to live again. Now I tell you how my father's life and thousands of other people's lives became meaningful again. A small and simple repetition of lifestyle changes can alleviate and cure the causes and effects of this disease. The Parkinson's protocol shows these changes in a practical, simple, and exact way. The program works and can give you, too, the breath of life you need. So, for less than the cost of a doctor's visit or a drug subscription, you are addressing all your Parkinson's symptoms at their root and regaining your full health again. Remember, many hundreds of people who were suffering like you are no longer suffering. Enjoy every moment of your life.